for his wallet, throws a card down on the bar, and he takes his drink and mixes it with something from a jar. By 10 he's on the dance floor, tearing up some wood, buying drinks for everybody with that card that ain't no good. By 2 he's in the alleyway with some old Bubba's wife. 2:15 you'll hear his shotgun, see him running for his life. Hillbilly Billy better run for the hills, come down here to get his fill. Whiskey, women, wine, and thrill. Husbands here are fit to kill, and if they catch that boy, they will. That Billy Billy better run for the hills. Go, boy, go! They followed him down Main Street, saw him across the bridge, behind that junkyard, out by Hunter's Ridge. They swore they almost caught him right before the dawn, but he was gone, 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 gone. Hillbilly Billy better run for the hills, come down here, had his thrill, but he'll be back, oh yes he will. That Hillbilly Billy better run for the hills, go, go! Billy better run for the hills, come down here, get his thrill. Whiskey, women, wine, and thrill, husbands here are fit to kill, and if they catch that boy, then Hillbilly Billy better run, Billy Billy, go!
Fantastic. And what a guitar that is, Colin. I mean, that guitar has seen some road miles, hasn't it?
This is a 1940 approximately Regal Dobro, wood body, round neck. Somebody busted the headstock off before I got it and put back this lovely headstock, and it's come with me everywhere for about the last 19 years. It's the one guitar that no matter who I'm playing with, it's been up there with me.
It's well loved, well battered. How much did you pay for that? Can you remember?
I know exactly how much I paid for it. It was gifted to me.
Ah.
It was gifted to me by an angel, singer-songwriter named Linda McRae, who I think you probably know.
Yes, absolutely.
I produced her first solo album back in 1997, and she had this guitar, and I played it when we were doing pre-production for it. And I said, "Would you mind bringing that to Toronto so I could play it on the record?" And she did, and at the end of the record, she gave it to me.
Yeah.
How many guitars do you have?
Plenty. Pardon me, I should say this. I only need one more. That's always the answer.
See, I was saying to Joe earlier, I said in addition to his musical talents and everything else, Colin Linden is a voiceover artist with the greatest speaking voice.
This is something coming from you, Bob. As you were speaking, Colin,
I'm so flattered.
Stop.
I mean, I'm beyond flattered.
No, I just wanted you to keep on talking then, Colin. It was just wonderful. So,
Good singing voice is nothing to sneeze at either. That's
exactly.
Well, yeah.
And you're both right in the heart and the fabric of the music of Nashville, the television series as well as the city. Because the series, I mean, did any of you, Charles, anticipate what a massive hit the series was going to be?
You know what? I never even had a chance to focus on that because for me it was just it was the opportunity of a lifetime in so many ways. I've been an actor for a long time, but I've never had a role. I was never able to land a role that offered so many facets, so many pieces. The guy I get to play, this Deacon Claiborne, is just so very human. He can be such a good guy, and he can fail so hard sometimes. So it's trying to always be that better guy. And on top of that, the music. So I was just looking at this amazing gift in my life. And I remember when I played Buddy Holly here in the States, even as a young man, I always had the thought, you need to get every single second out of this. And so just always focus on it and give it your everything. And that's how it's been for every single moment of this. And along the way, these unbelievable gifts, the friendship of this man, Colin Linden, and the gifts that he adds to our show are incalculable. And then the fact that we're over here right now, all the way back in London, where I just fell in love with the city. I lived here almost 2 years, and to be back, not just to come back, but to come back in this fashion it's all sort of mind-blowing.
Have you been doing, going back and revisiting those haunts, the places that were special to you?
We did, absolutely. My wife and I, we left our hotel today and we just started wandering. And I made it was intentional that I never pulled out a map or my phone. I just started wandering the old haunts, and we got by the Victoria Palace Theatre, which was where I did almost all of my shows. Actually, all of my shows were actually, now that I think about it. And from there we just wandered up through Hyde Park and up towards Paddington, where we used to live. And it was really moving, especially so to be with the wife that I had then all those years ago. She still kept me after all these years. So between the two of us, it was a literal walk down memory lane.
And any particularly fabulous memories that you can share with us of where this has taken you, being in Nashville?
Memories from when I did Buddy, you mean? Or?
No, from being in
Oh,
Nashville. So some
from
of
being in
these
Nashville,
like mind-blowing moments when you've gone, I can't believe this is
Well,
happening to me.
there's so many, but clearly the most obvious and easiest has to be to walk into the circle at the Grand Ole Opry, to step into that circle and perform a song, to step onto the stage at the Ryman. Those are things there's things you dream, and there's things that are out past what you could possibly dream. I understand fully what it means to be performing, either at the Ryman or at the Grand Ole Opry, my goodness. And so I also know why I'm there. I don't kid myself. I know it's because I get to play this unbelievable role of Deacon on this show in Nashville. But having said that, it was literally the thrill of a lifetime to get stood on stage. I've frequently, almost always, had this man right beside me. And if it wasn't it's the players at the Opry. The only reason I could even stand up without my knees not buckling is the unbelievable talent that I'm surrounded with and the unbelievable kindness. Those two things are the only thing that get me through those moments. That would be one of the biggest. And I honestly have to say that playing here tonight on the Omaha stage in the O2 Arena is one of the greatest highlights from my Nashville time.
We're just relieved to see that Deacon Claiborne is actually alive and kicking still.
Absolutely.
So far.
Joe, I'm going to get to the main
Sorry,
stage
you're
now.
leaving me, fine.
So I've got to get out and interview.
You're going to miss this lovely acoustic.
I am,
set.
but I'm going to set up the next song. So what's it going to be?
Well, this is a song actually that I'm very happy to say that it was an original that got on the show. I wrote this song with Dina Carter, and Deacon sang it to Raina when he wanted to let her know that he knew better. So this is called I Know How to Love You Now. My broken promises broke your heart. Time and time again, I let everything fall apart. I was such a fool back then, but you loved me once I know. So many sorries ago. So here I am, and I just pray that you will listen long enough to hear me when I say this brand new man won't let you down. If you let me show you, I know how to love you now. There was a time when I held your hand. I would have died to keep you safe. That's why it killed me that I'm a man who put those tears on your face. I don't blame you for moving on, and maybe all of my chances
chances are gone. But here I am, and I just pray that you will listen long enough to hear me when I say this brand new man won't let you down. If you let me show you, I know how to love you now. I see that look in your eyes. You're scared, and I understand why. So am I. But here I am, and I just pray that you will listen long enough to hear me when I say this brand new man won't let you down. If you let me show you, I know how to love you now. Girl, let me show you, I know how to love you now.
So much emotion in one song.
Thank
Charles Esmond and is playing that live and doing our acoustic set. Bob has just left and he'll be bringing on Thomas Rhett very soon. When Nashville ended, you were not in a good way, were you?
No, well, yeah, that tends to happen near the end of the seasons. Things tend to get a little exciting, a little troublesome. Don't give any spoilers over here on this side, but let's just say that Deacon is always facing something, and this is the hardest time of all, just because of his illness, and it's been very hard. But let's see what
Watch
happens.
this space to watch the next series.
Please
Now,
do.
when it comes to Nashville, playing live, you made a little bit of a slip the other day when you were talking about live tours that might be happening in the UK. Tell us some more, please.
Yeah, well, I was on stage and I asked if anybody in the audience might like it if some of our Nashville friends came on over and toured over here in the UK, and they responded pretty positively. So I was happy to be able to announce that we're coming over to do a tour here, a Nashville tour. It's going to be myself, Sam Palladio, Chris Carmack, and Claire Bowen. We're going to be coming over in June, and we've got dates here in London.
How exciting! I mean, this is huge
Glasgow,
news.
so
Huge fans of Nashville.
This is so huge for us. We see on social media the love that comes from over here for this show, the depth of it, the breadth of it, and it means the world to us. So we've been barking in their ears for a long time. Let us go on over there, and they finally have. So we can't wait.
Wow. And it would make sense to do some dates in the States as well, I guess.
Well, we'll have to see about that one. We've done that before. The focus right now is to get on over here. But yeah, that would be to be dreamed as well, that we get to get around the country there.
Okay, but otherwise it's UK in June.
That we do know.
Okay, you're going to be going on stage pretty soon as well. Do you get nervous? What kind of state are you in before you walk out on stage?
Well, the first thing I do is I put somebody besides me that helps me feel a little more bulletproof, like Colin Linden right here, and he certainly does that. It's thrilling, actually. I throw myself into the deep end all the time, and I'm kind of a junkie of doing that in that way. Last night was no exception, getting up on stage with songwriters like that, like, you know,
Tell us about
Shane
a little bit about
McAnally.
this, the songwriters.
Oh, it was unbelievable. Shane McAnally, Ashley Monroe, Charlie Worsham, Laurie McKenna, and I up there. And these people, they are the best of the best, not only in the quality, but also in what has happened to their songs. You know their songs. You'd be shocked how many you know. So I'm suddenly sitting up there, and we did a sound check, and I heard their guitars and the voices. I said, I might have done it this time. Might be too much, but it turned out all right.
Excellent. Final word, playing a Klingon in Star Trek Next Generation. How was that for you?
That was unbelievable. I had seen some Star Trek shows, so the funny part about that is it was about 6 hours of makeup for about 6 minutes of screen time.
But you played a Klingon in Star Trek.
I did, and I can say it for the rest of my life, and I will give you my line. I will give you all my lines. My lines were Numcha Neblimara. So I have no idea what it even means at this point, but I said it with heart and with passion.
And I'm very happy that I've experienced you saying that to me now. Thank you. We'll enjoy hearing you later on. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you so much.
Right, let's go.